If you're wondering where all these South Africans are gonna go, don't worry. They already had a plan in place. And it was called Acre Trader. That's right. They already took the farmland from farmers who were failing. As a matter of fact, they have about 40,000 acres of farmland that they took from American farmers because they wouldn't give them subsidies. Acre Trader is an American real estate investment company that specializes in farmland. It says here that the company aims to increase investor access to real estate assets and provides capitals to farmers and growers to expand their business. But what they failed to leave out here is that the first investor into Acre Trader was none other than J.D. Vance. You know J.D. Vance, the one who was in charge of the White House with the president who is cutting all the subsidies to the farmers? Yeah, that J.D. Vance. And what they also failed to mention is the fact that the people who were investing, yeah, they were South Africaners. And guess who just came to America to go on these farms? That's right. You guessed it. Are you sick of it yet? Are you sick of it yet? $880 billion being pulled from Medicaid so they can fund tax money going to the rich. Your farmland being taken away from American farmers and being given to South African refugees. People being human trafficked all over the United States and outside of this country for financial gain. Minimum wage is $7.25. Hasn't been raised since 2009. You can't afford health care. You can't afford your car insurance. You're probably not going to be able to buy a home anytime soon. And grocery prices are through the roof. And guess who's going to own your food now? The People's Sick Day is coming. It's going to be a 1 to 3 day collection of people who are going to take back their power by setting down. No more showing up for work when you're making peanuts and they're giving away your farmland to foreigners. You better join us, because unless we stand up, none of us are going to win this fight.
To my Trump supporters, my MAGA people out there, how y'all doing? This is a great day for y'all, because guess what? We actually have some white South Africans coming in. And guess what programs they get to qualify for? You guessed it. Well, for the first 90 days, they get to go on temporary housing and basic furniture assistance. They get to have assistance in applying for Social Security. That's a big one. Oh, Medicaid. They're getting Medicaid. They get to enroll in other programs as well. With the enrollment of public benefits comes with cultural orientation sessions, referral to employment services. I hope that's not taking your jobs. And English speaking classes. That's within the first 90 days. Now, within the next year or so, let's see what programs they actually qualify for. So they got the Match Grant Program, which is basically financial assistance for basically 240 days, if not longer. Refugee Cash Assistance, that's definitely 12 months. Refugee Medical Assistance, that's another 12 months. Medical screenings, and guess what? Your favorites. SNAP benefits. Yes, sir. Some food stamps. Good old food stamps. I know I said Medicaid. Let's not forget CHIP, Children's Health Insurance Programs, and public housing. Section 8, HUD, the basics. Oh, and with that, guess what? Utilities. Utilities come with these services. Now, within a 5-year plan, or up to 5 years, they actually give refugee support services. That's to make sure that they are doing good as a refugee. Then we get preferred communities. Basically, preferred communities where, as the state, program that supports refugees and CRR eligible populations with challenging needs that require special attentions, including those with serious medical conditions, women at risk. That's a big one. And elderly refugees. Elderly, I thought that was like, let's not go there. An individual development account. Basically, it's a specialized bank account. But you can look further into that and do your own research. Now, Megan, I'm curious because I'm not sure. Maybe I thought you guys were against these things. I thought you guys were saying that, no, we're not giving people these things. No, they need to go work hard. They need to do better. We talking about American citizens. These people ain't even American. And guess who's giving them these options? That's right, you guessed it. Your commander-in-chief, Donald Trump. That's right. He's at it again, giving all of our hard-earned tax dollars to immigrants. That's right, immigrants. People that's going to take your jobs. People that's going to be using your benefits. And yes, they are applying for Social Security and things like that, like I just stated. So hit me in the comments. Let me know what to do.
MAGA voted to shut the borders, screamed America first, and said immigrants were ruining the country. Now white South Africans are walking in legally and taking the very land, jobs and benefits MAGA thought they were protecting. Like and subscribe if this level of poetic justice needs to be flamed out and put on a wall. Let's get into these reactions.
The president is very upset that the polls show that the country does not like him. The country really, really does not like him and sees his first 100 days as a disaster. He has had, in public opinion terms, he has had the most disastrous first 100 days of any president since the dawn of modern polling. No president has ever botched the first 100 days more badly than Donald Trump has botched it. And that's true not just for his approval rating generally and how people feel about him. It's for every single thing you ask the American public about in terms of what he has done. Do you like any of it? No.
I got another question for MAGA. How do you feel about these South Afrikaners coming in and being literally immigrants? Like, I thought you hated immigrants. Or is that only the ones that aren't this color? Because, I mean, America first. You would think we would maybe house our homeless people, the veterans, maybe, help them out, help out anybody that is in our country. But no, we're going to cut subsidies for the people that are actually suffering in our country, but then bring over these people to take our farmland. And y'all are okay with that. Nice. These people are going to be on food stamps and welfare and government subsidies that they are getting because of some refugee program that Trump signed them up through. I don't even begin to understand, nor do I care, because they are not welcome as far as I'm concerned. If Trump isn't allowing any refugees, then no refugees. How about that?
So let me get this straight. MAGA was filming at the mat about immigrants, close the borders, they're stealing our jobs, all that noise. But the second those immigrants are white and speak English with a little accent, suddenly it's welcome to America. Nah, this ain't about borders. It never was. This is about keeping America white, period.
Well. So the question was asked, why such the expedited process to bring in these new refugees? And Trump's response was, they're being killed. He don't want to see them be killed. He don't like seeing people being killed. But yet, has our government done anything to stop or prevent mass shootings in America? Not once have they done anything to stop daily killings of black people, white people, brown people, people in general in America. But he's so concerned about other people being killed in a whole different country. And we fighting those same battles here in America. Make it make sense.
I have been real quiet these last couple of days, but the one thing I'll never be quiet on is racism. This comment right here just shows how America will never be able to move forward or evolve into a better, stronger country because of people like this. Better than them Venezuelans or Haitians, South Africans actually have something to offer us. The only thing that they have something to offer is their whiteness, nothing else. This is the Mayflower 2.0. Even people in South Africa don't even like the people who were brought over here, and they don't even give the definition of refugees. And that's coming from people in South Africa. You only want to push your propaganda and to continue your hateful speech by bringing people who think like you and who act like you and who basically will do anything in their power to keep everything white. When this is not America, this has never been America. America has been built on the backs of blacks and immigrants. And the fact that you guys sit here and constantly say that Venezuelans and Haitians are disgusting, that they don't belong in this country, neither do you, bitch. Everybody belongs into this country because this is the land of the free. Freedom of choice, freedom of religion. This was the land of people to have an opportunity to get away from their country and to build something for their family and for themselves. This was not the land of the white people, because let's not forget, this country belonged to the Native Americans and the Mexicans before it was stolen and taken.
And I like to keep it cute on this app, but I felt like it was time that I spoke up on this Afrikaner refugee conversation. Like, I don't even feel comfortable using that word for this group of people. Like, refugee, what are you running from? What are you seeking refuge from? Like, what genocide? Like, genuinely, what genocide? I live here in Johannesburg. The first time I ever came to South Africa was in 2009, which was only 15 years after the apartheid ended. Like, I've seen firsthand the systemic constructs designed to benefit you and your children and your children's children. Like, I have stories for days. Like, I remember this one time I was going over to my sister's friend's house, and they were an Afrikaner family, whatever. And her little sisters would speak to the woman that worked for the family, who's a beautiful black woman, grown woman, with this deep-rooted like entitlement and pride and disrespect at like 12 years old, because that's how they saw their father and their mother speaking to this grown woman. Like, I have seen firsthand, what are you running from? And as an American, let me say this, you are so lucky that Trump sent y'all to Idaho and Virginia. Like, you would never survive in New York, and you would never survive in California. Let me make this very clear. You are going from the top of the food chain to the bottom of the food chain if you don't get yourselves right now and appreciate the incredible people that you are accusing and crying wolf about. Y'all not gonna make it. I promise you, you're not gonna make it.
So Dems are mad again. No, they're not mad that we brought in 21 million illegal immigrants without having them vetted. They're mad because we brought in less than 60 white refugees from South Africa. For those of you who don't know, South African white farmers have been under racial and political attacks for decades. So the Democratic Party is mad that we let in less than 60 white people because they're white, even though they're being attacked, raped, murdered. Apparently it is so racist to let these refugees in. Refugees who, by the way, have been vetted. And to be clear, Trump put a pause on taking in refugees because the Democratic Party were taking in economic migrants for a political backing. Just, trying to secure Democratic votes indefinitely with illegal immigrants. Did somebody say hypocrisy, or am I hearing things?
I welcome the white South Africans. Did you notice something about the South white Africans when they came in? And these are the type of people that Trump wanted. It's not based off color, y'all. It's for me, it's this. These people came in with our flag. The Democratic Party, are continually under Biden. They have let in people who hate this country, who are talking about America needs to be burned to the ground, and they're burning our flags, but all in the name of their darker skin complexion. These white South Africans come in, all of them patriotic with the American flag. The Democrats don't want them here because they know they're going to vote for Trump, right? So they don't mind importing immigrants here that'll vote for Democrats, though. That's really what it's all about. Their hatred for white people. But we want people in this country that actually love America, right? If you don't love this country, then don't go here. And I tell anybody here, whether you're black, whoever you are, if you don't like the country, you got the freedom to leave.
It's wild how waving American flags magically makes them the right kind of immigrants, huh? The folks running from war, violence, and poverty, they got cages, raids, and bans. But these folks show up smiling, waving flags, and boom, free benefits, farmland, and MAGA hugs. Don't talk about patriotism when what's really being judged is the color of someone's skin.
Hello, my fellow TikTokers. This is Super Grandpa reporting from an undisclosed location, and I'm here because the MAGA-tards from outside are trying to get in my house because I have a South African white person here, and that he is under attack because, as you well know, the South Africans from South Africa are coming to the United States to replace all of the MAGA-tards, and all the MAGA-tards are going to be sent to South Africa. This way nobody realizes the exchange because they all look alike. But the ones that are here right now, the one that's here right now wants to say something in his own defense. Please stand by. Yes, it is true. It is true that I come from South Africa. Elon Musk is my president. Yes, we are not being persecuted. We are not being chased in Africa. This is the reason we came from South Africa. Did you know, and this is unbelievable, did you know that black people are equal to white people in Africa? That is not right. That's why we came to the U.S., because your president of the United States said, it ain't going to happen over here. Over here, white is right. White is above everything. And then he even said he's going to be king and a god and the Pope and all in one sentence. Yeah, so that's why we are here in the United States, because we have our equal rights again here. Did you know that in South Africa, the black people are almost equal to us? And that's why we booked it. We booked it to the United States because white people rule here. White people rule here. We get free everything, free housing, free hotel stay, free hotel everything. We don't even have to work. We get everything for free. It's better than the MAGA-tards that live here. We get everything for free. We don't even have to apply for it. They deliver all the money and the food to our doorstep. Thank you. And if that's not from the horse's mouth, I don't know what it is. But I am protecting them because there's a lot of MAGA-tards outside trying to get to this guy. So I don't know what to do. I mean, on one hand, I got a South African new MAGA-tard, and on the other hand, I got like 10,000 old MAGA-tards out there that just walk around throwing their thumbs because they don't even know what they're doing here. But yeah, that's what's going on. Don't get mad, MAGA-tards. I mean, whoever MAGA-tards. You're being replaced. The U.S. MAGA-tards are being replaced. I can't believe it. Maybe these new MAGA-tards are a little bit better. Maybe, but I think they're worse.
MAGA dream of illegal immigrants just showed up, and now it's stealing the spotlight. Not brown people, not poor people, not disparate people. These new refugees are white, confident, and walking straight into MAGA's safe spaces. These same people who screamed about jobs, land, and stolen benefits. They are watching it happen now, but these faces are familiar, so they don't know who to blame anymore. Like, share, and subscribe if this entire situation proves that karma doesn't miss. Alright, so bye-bye. See you to the next one. Wish you love and peace. But comment down below what you think about this topic. And yeah, see you to the next one. Bye-bye.